New year, new home. This January, we've been delivering a lot of keys for clients. And this is one of the most beautiful moments when you finally get the keys at the notary and you open the door for the first time to see what's inside. Not always this is a funny moment. I have a specific video in my channel that I talk with an interior designer about this topic. It's completely different, the experience when you have just finished with all the details done, with all the furniture that picture yourself and you can imagine yourself enjoying the property versus what you receive from a developer, right? In Spain, the homes are pretty much completely. You have a fully equipped kitchen and a fully equipped bathroom most of the time. For example, the lighting is a matter of decoration and they don't deliver the lights in the property. What you get is like a cable hanging in the roof. It's not very attractive and you have a bit excitement to open the door for the first time, and when you see that, sometimes it's not the best experience. So obviously, when you receive a completely rough kind of property, it's never the same that what you receive from an interior designer, like everything finished. In this video, we are going to talk about the very common problems that lead you to find something different than your expectations, and as well we are going to help you to do properly a snagging by yourself. Which kind of things I check when I go in the snagging visit on the property for the first time to double check what the developer have done wrong or what to do, what check when you get the keys of an apartment, and we'll see it straight away. So first of all, let's talk about the very common mistakes that people do when they buy a new development. The number one, first thing you need to know is you need to double check the quality materials document. It's very rare that you understand it properly. That's where you have to more or less find help with the professional like myself. You should understand what is a Saloni flooring. What's the difference between having aerothermal versus electric boiler? What is photovoltaic panels versus other kind of domotics installations in your property? Not to have surprises later on when you will receive it. What's a waterfall countertop, which are porcelainic, the size of the flooring, it's completely different an experience in an apartment with luxurious materials versus the basic materials. When you buy a new development, you just can't see it. It's not built yet. So it's very important that you really understand what is this quality materials document about. The most frequent problem we have when you go for a new development is probably the delays, right? Because of the huge demands we are having right now on the Costa del Sol, very rarely the developers deliver on time, right? This is a very common issue. It's a lot of bureaucracy in Spain and in Europe in general. It's a general problem. And it's not always is the fault of the developer that they are delaying the delivery of the home. Sometimes they have to do changes in the project to adjust to all the requirements that the government puts to the new developments to reach the energy efficiency that they needed to reach, to do all the documents that they needed to put in place. Do it on time is very difficult. Then normally when you sign PPC, we're talking about they give you a quarter of a year, a trimester, what they will deliver it. But very often they delay it 1, 2, up to 3 months after that time, which give you a 6 months gap in the completion time. So you need to take that in consideration when you are investing in a new development. In general, the time is in the favor of the investor because the prices are rising. But if it's something that you need to buy for yourself to relocate, you need to understand that the project can be delayed potentially half of a year. If you're okay with that, then that's absolutely fine. Once you finally get the keys of your apartment and you enter there, a very common mistake is to take it personal, the problems that you can find inside. The developers are building pretty much a lot lately and they are going in a very fast rhythm in construction. So that generates errors, very common problems inside the properties. And it's important that you don't take it personal. They always leave the construction company from 1 to 2 months in the building to fix all the problems and all the little details with the property. If there is one door that you can't lock properly, that's okay. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. Your main investment is safe and that you should not take it personal just because of these mistakes that you find in your home. your worries just doesn't represent a substantial value in the price of the property. So don't take it personal. That's my advice. They are not doing it by purpose because of you or in any personal conditions. It's just a matter of rhythm of construction, and it takes 1 to 2 months for all the construction companies to fix all these snagging problems that you find when you open your home. Most of the buyers who investors which are not even in Spain is a big plus as well, because they are not even here. But if you're willing to live in a property straight away, please consider this gap of a month or two. If you will live properly, you can rush it and fix it all in less than a month until the property is perfectly with all the details right in place. But take that in consideration as well. And now let's talk about what to check when you get the keys of your property, or in case you're an agent and you want to do the snagging for your client. This is my advice for you to really go part by part in the property. But before we talk about it, I mentioned that half of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. So please go there and subscribe to my channel so I can keep sharing my knowledge with all of you. The first thing I would check if I will get the keys of a brand new apartment, definitely go straight to the carpentry, right? This is a very common mistake. And the doors and the windows are not properly measured. Sometimes the doors don't close properly, including the security door, which is in the entrance. If it's properly isolated, right? If you hear people from the outside, from the inside of the building, then it means it's not properly isolated, and you could lose the air conditioner, and temperature can go in and out through the door. That's not good. And as well, try every single door if they match with the locker. That's very important. As well as the carpentry around the frames of the doors and with the windows as well, if they properly, the blinds goes up and down, and all the lockers of the windows are properly functioning, is the first thing I could check. What I would check as well is in the kitchen, the appliances. Very often they don't have the right measures in the kitchen, because normally the developers hire an external company for doing the kitchens. You need to know that the kitchen comes by models, and it takes about 60 centimeters every module of the kitchen. So if you have 57, it's not properly done, and then your appliances will not fit in that size. So that's very important to check that the kitchen have the right measurements in case they didn't put the appliances. If the appliances are there, of course, just to try it out, to make sure that the microwave works, that the fridge operates as it's supposed to be. Something else that to check in the snagging is obviously the air conditioner or the aerothermal boiler. Nowadays, the new development need to reach an energy efficiency level of B. To reach that level, they rather do it with the aerothermal system. It's a very complex machine that costs between 15 and 20,000 euros and combines air conditioner, boiler, and panels on the roof all together to provide energy saving up to 30%. Or another option that the developers use is a regular electric boiler with photovoltaic panels. In case of the aerothermal, most of the times the developer deliver it without gas. What does it mean? That if you turn around the air conditioner, it will not work. You might need to bring somebody who fill the gas of the machine, because they install it, but they don't put it running and functioning properly. You need to do this by yourself to leave it done, or later on when you present it in the snagging, they will come and do it by themselves. It depends on the developer. The other thing which is very important is the lighting and the electricity. Because a developer sometimes don't deliver the light, most of the time, is the cable hanging in the roof. You don't know if the circuit is properly done or if it's functioning, if you don't have a hole in the bathroom, or it could happen as well that there is a circuit cut within the circuit of the whole home. And when you turn on the lights, it can cause the curto-circuit in the whole house. If that will happen, you might need to turn on all the lights and to see if the breaker of electricity just turned off. New construction, we have the thermal breakers for the electricity, so nothing will happen in case that there is some cables broken on. But there is a chance that could happen that when they did the connection, some of the cables that they leave hanging join together and make a cut of electricity. And the last part that you should check as well is the plumbing. Just flush the toilets, make sure there is no drops of water in the sink or in the toilets in any way, just to try it out. All the plumbing systems of the shower, of the sinks, of the toilets, and it works properly is an important check as well. So this is it. If you would like to have help to make a decision to buy a new development in the Costa del Sol, if you bought one already and you need help with renovations, with some fixing these issues, don't take it personal. Remember, to me, that is absolutely fine. You probably did a great investment. Or if you would like to do a new investment, I will be happy to help you to do it. I exactly know how to do that. I've been doing it for years here on the Costa del Sol. Just let's book an online meeting with the link here in the description, or contact me in my website, santiagoyera.com. I will make it happen. Bye then. See you in the next video.